In the next 10 minutes, we will begin to look at how you customize the settings in our chosen theme, which was OceanWP. So let's get started. As you can see, I have logged on to the WordPress dashboard of my website, Websites in 10, and then I have gone down right here to the Pages tab on the menu, because I am going to look at how I customize these pages in WordPress itself. Now remember, the difference in pages and posts are that posts are used in blogs. Pages are used when we're just going to set up a website that has different pages that we link to and connect together. We're going to be setting up a website, not a blog website, although we could add a blog later if we wanted to. So we're going to be looking at pages in our setup today. And down here in a list of our pages, if I scroll down a little where we can see it better, you'll notice that there was a sample page included. And I'm going to just view that page right now to see what's actually there. So I'm clicking on View right below Sample Page. And WordPress is going to load that sample page. It doesn't really matter what page we use right here, but that one is available and I haven't created any yet. So this will give me a good chance to look at a page while I'm updating the different settings for WordPress. So here is my sample page. Not anything on it that I'm actually going to use in the long run, but it will give me a chance to look at the page as I'm updating things. Now, in order to change the settings for my theme in WordPress, I'm going to go right here at the top to Customize. And as you can see, a menu has appeared on the left side, and these are the settings for my particular website and the OceanWP theme. And we're going to take a look at these and what they do and which ones really matter to us right now. Remember that our plan is to use a page builder called Elementor, so many of the theme items are going to be overridden by Elementor anyway. But there are some things here that you may want or you may want in the future, or that are important right now as we begin to build the page. So over here on the right is a picture of the sample page, and so the settings that affect pages, we'll be able to see what they do right here. So let's look right over here. Now if you have the paid version of OceanWP, there are features that are available that wouldn't be available here. I don't need them right now because Elementor will handle most of the things I need for me. So let's look at these one at a time. Site identity. When I click on site identity, all you see here are the names I gave, the title rather, that I gave to the site, Websites in 10, when I created it back when I installed WordPress, along with the tagline that I typed when I created WordPress. And if I want to change that at some point, I could. These aren't going to matter to me anyway, since I'm going to create a custom header using my Elementor header footer plugin. But one thing you might be aware of is right here where it says site icon. You notice that up here on a tab for a site, there's oftentimes a logo. Here was one for Bluehost. Here's the one that is set up here. I would like for my site to have my logo, and you notice it says should be square and at least 512 by 512. So when I had my logo designed, I had it made in a way that I could do a square version of that, and I have a 512 by 512 transparent background logo prepared for my site. And in order to cause that to happen, this is where I do it. I select the site icon right here by just clicking on that button. There's nothing so far in my media library because I haven't added anything yet, but I can go there and say upload files, and I'm going to select that icon, which is stored in a file on my computer, and it's this one right here. I'm going to select it, and I'm going to open it, and that will upload my icon into the WordPress media library, which you can see that it did already with a check mark right here. And I'm now going to select that And that has now been inserted right here, and it will become part of my file. Now you don't see it here because we're customizing WordPress and the theme, but it will appear whenever we type the name of this file and it becomes live. That's what will appear in the tab anytime we type websitesin10.com and put our website up. So we've got that done. Now for that to take effect, I have to click publish. I don't have to do it right now. I can wait till I make other changes, but I could. So now I'm going to go back. That's what is under site identity. Now let me tell you about menus. We could create a menu right here if we had other pages. We don't have that yet, so we can't create a menu. And in fact, we installed a plugin for Elementor that actually will allow us to build our menus in Elementor. So this is not going to be very important to us as far as where we're going to have menus. There are places the theme allows you to put them, but the way we're going to build our menus in Elementor, we'll be able to put it where we want to. So this one is not very important to us right now. Another thing that we have are widgets. Widgets are just things that we insert into our website to do things for us, such as search or icons for social media, things like that. This theme has particular places it can be put, or those widgets can be put. In fact, you see right here it says default sidebar. Well, right now you can see over on the right there are three things in our sidebar: search, recent post, and recent comments, and this is where they come from. They're just put right here. If I wanted to switch order of those, I would click, hold it down, move that one to there, and you notice they got replaced right over here. Now that can be handy if you want to use those widgets or the sidebar that's supplied as part of the theme, and you can add additional widgets, and there are hundreds of them out there. These are all default. A way you can put in, for example, a social media icon and have it appear and link it to your social media. You could click and you can add those in whatever order you wanted those and save those. I'm not going to be using these ultimately anyway, because I'm going to do what I want to in my sidebars, but they are available and they can be very useful. And remember, those are under widgets. Let's look at homepage settings. Under homepage settings, right now our homepage is our latest post. Remember, posts go with blogs, so our homepage is not the sample page we're looking at right now. It's actually the blog page that we looked back on a couple of videos ago when we looked at the Hello World sample blog. That's what it's pointing to. So if you type www.websitesin10.com, your page is going to default to the latest post right now. Once we create a home page and call it home, we're going to make a static page and we'll point it to home page, but we're not going to do that right now because we don't have that. We could point it to this sample page. If we chose static page, we could then pick sample and it would point to this sample page. But I don't need to do that right now because I'm not going to use sample page ultimately. I can come back later and work with that one. This completes part 1 of customizing theme settings. In part 2, we'll look at more of the settings that will allow us to customize the way OceanWP looks. Until then, I invite you to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, and hit that bell to be notified when we upload new videos. If you're watching on YouTube, you can also find us at www.websitesin10.com. Also remember, if you still need hosting, you can click the link in the description for more information on the host I use for all of my websites. If you sign up through my link, I will get a commission at no cost to you, and it helps support my channel and website, and you'll also get a good deal. Thanks for your support, and thanks for watching.